How can I make your life easier? It's what I live for. It seems our Lord believes you are the key to stopping it. Perhaps he's right. He's had worse ideas. Did he tell you about the clowns? What a mess. He wishes you to gain the respect of the people, to be a leader once he is gone. It is an interesting concept. I fear it won't be long until he makes his presence known. Without Sheogorath on his throne, the realm is likely doomed. Again, I offer you this. Remember who it is you're attempting to replace. You'll need to approach them in a manner to which they are not accustomed. Syl anticipates plots against her, so expect heavy resistance that may require a great deal of fighting and physical exertion. If you wish to replace Théoden, try a less direct approach that will involve cunning and subterfuge. He isn't likely to see you coming.
I'm disappointed in your choice. You'll find Mania to be a fickle friend. Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the ritual of accession, specific guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself. Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual? As it happened so many years ago, my Lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop. Yes, he then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique known as visceromancy to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitor's true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the ritual of accession for the throne of Dementia was set. Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our Lord Sheogorath.
The great torch shines with the pure light of Mania. You chose well. In accordance with the ancient tradition, receive now the raiment of Arden Sul in honor of your mighty deed in service to Mania. Yes, Arden Sul. Doesn't the name simply roll wonderfully off the tongue? He was the sovereign of thought and a regnant artist. To call him a simple craftsman would not suffice. Know him as the artificer superior. Words dripped like honey from his tongue, and his songs were intoned with extraordinary verisimilitude. Had we been blessed with his constant presence, the Isles would be a maniac's paradise. An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment. Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream, as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways. Ah, but it was. As the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded. The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies. To represent that night, when the ruler of Mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green moat and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar. Certainly, when the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know. A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting. I hate indecision. Or maybe I don't. Well, make up your mind, or I'll have your skin made into a hat. One of those arrow catchers. I love those hats. Ta, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
How can I make... Obviously, no matter which path you take, it ends in the death of either Syl or Théoden. Just remember not to deviate from the ritual's guidelines. One would hope you can do that. A glorious...
You're back! How nice! A safer choice, perhaps. Maybe you'll live through this. Théoden's a bit lost these days. Not that it's a bad thing. It suits him. Until now. Besides, won't it be a grand surprise when you make his heart burst from too much green moat? Théoden loves surprises. It'll be in full swing soon. Excited? You shouldn't be. It's the death of all things. But if we can get you into shape, we might stand a chance. You'll lead my forces, inspire my people. Hopefully, everyone won't end up dead. He'll be here soon, and I'll be gone. Can't say I like the sound of that. I like the sound of other things, though, like birds and bones cracking. Théoden may be in a constant state of euphoria, but I wouldn't underestimate his intelligence. Ha ha! This is so much fun! We will speak when your task is complete.
Confused already? How very disappointing. If I were you, and thank Sheogorath that I'm not, I would begin with the people who spend their day closest to Théoden. Confused.
Ah!
Confused.
What can I do for you on this fine, fine day? If I were you, I'd check with Thedon's steward, Wide-Eye. You can usually find her roaming around New Sheoth, or spending a lot of time on the palace grounds. May all your days be filled.
Ah, you again. A pleasure, I'm sure. No time for chatter now. I have a few important things to attend to. Or did I? Ah, well.
Ah! Ah!
How can I help you this fine day? Such a kind and noble man. In times like these, it's good to have a leader who still enjoys all the modern pleasures Mania has to offer. Well, yes. Apart from enjoying his painting, reading a good book, or a rousing night of erotic bedroom games. I'm speaking of Greenmote, of course. There is no greater pleasure. If I didn't have such a busy daily routine, I'd likely indulge myself in its pleasures more often. Very well. I see little harm in telling you. After a bit of reading in the garden and running my special errand at noon, I like to shop at Books of Bliss. Around 8 p.m. we are served dinner. Gundlar is quite a chef and prepares Thaden's meals personally, adding just a hint of Greenmote. After that, we dance, we sing, or we do whatever else suits my lord's tastes. Greenmote is the refined version of the spores that are harvested from the spore trees that dot Mania. We keep the Greenmote safely tucked inside the Greenmote silo. You can imagine the ruckus if its location was known. Only a select few, such as myself, know the silo's location. However, we are sworn to secrecy. There isn't enough gold or enough jokes in the world that would convince me to tell you where the Greenmote is located. If you see a Gnarl, be careful what spells you use on them. Yes, I must attend to him. Speaking to you has already cost me time. I must go.
All hail the victor of Cylon. All hail the great torch of Mania.
Ah!
Speak quickly, mortal.
Again. The great farewell.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Hello again, my friend.
Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory. Halt, lawbreaker! Lord Sheogoreth. Come with me.
Choices, choices. Well, now that you've liberated some green moat from the silo, you need to add it to Thaden's food and wine. The kitchens are a good place to start, but they are deep in his quarters, guarded by more saints. So, once again you have choices, to sneak or to kill. Be cautious, these saints are some of his most elite.
Good day to you.
Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory. Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory.
Ah, you again.
Good day to you.
Greetings, friend. Once again.
What can I do? I've heard of such a grand place. Ah, to imagine all that wonderful green moat under one roof. Heretics are misguided worshippers of Arden Sul. May all your days be filled.
Yes? Ah. What? Ah.
What can I...
Greetings, friend.
Yes? Oh, my, yes. I feel especially delighted this evening. Perhaps it's time I recited my latest soliloquy. The lady fair, our love is told, with hair as fine as soft spun gold.
Good day to you.
Lips as red as a sun-drenched dawn, skin as soft as a newborn fawn. Eyes as blue as a cerulean sea. Ah, what? My heart can't breathe. Help me.
I never suspected it was Thaden's time, but what's done is done. I honor his choice. The hunger is one of Lord...
There's no need to mourn. The ritual has begun. Be happy. That Museum of Oddities is a joke, although I hear Una Armina will pay for certain items. May all your days be filled with enlightenment.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Ah! Urgh! Urgh! Ha!
Welcome to the museum. Have you found a... Well, isn't that just the oddest thing? A dagger that heals people. Who would make such a thing, and why? I absolutely adore it. Stay away from Greenmote. Your enemy will just use it to lull you into a false sense of security before he strikes. See you later.
Tidings and welcome. Happy times, happy days. The zealots in the lands of Dementia believe they worship Arden Sul. Poor, deluded souls. May
Speak quickly. Go.
You have things to do. Talking to me isn't one of them. We will speak when your task is complete.
Well, what are you waiting for? You have the blood, and the altar awaits.
tidings and welcome. Once again has the ritual of accession come full circle. The blood of Thaden has been consumed by Arden Sul's will, and all of Mania welcomes you with open arms. I now declare you Duke of Mania of the Shivering Isles. May your light shine upon all our happiest days. May Arden Sul enrich your mind and guide your heart.
Speak quickly. Go.
You've done it! The ritual is complete, and you've survived! A shame about Théoden, but it's how he would have wanted it to go. Now, on to other...
Wait, I must speak. The ritual must not be completed.
Syl! You dare interrupt me? Only I interrupt me. Like just then. I'm speaking with someone. We'll talk later. Or not. When is later exactly? Not now, I'm sure of that. Guards! I think Syl forgot how to use the door. Kindly show her out, before I forget myself.
Théoden? Dead? You've done this. It was you all along.
Hold your tongue, little Duchess, or I'll tear it from your mouth.
Replacing Théoden with this outsider? This is how it ends. I should have seen this coming.
Calm yourself, Syl. You're making my teeth itch. You still hold your office? I suggest you see to your duties.
No, I see what's going on. I should have seen it before. You conspire to destroy us all. You're a fool if you think I'll allow this to happen.
Fool? Visionary! Change is in the air, Syl. Breathe it deep. Bathe in its scent. Bottle it up, save some for later.
Order stands at our door. They've taken the fringe. Did you even know? Do you care? And you speak of change.
Change will preserve us. It is the lifeblood of the Isles. It will move mountains. It will mount movements.
No, I can't do this. There has to be a way out. A way to escape.
Then go, Syl. Return to your quarters before I send you back in pieces.
Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll go. The enemy of my enemy orders the key. I'll keep them close.
No! Let her go.
This is not over, Mad God. I give myself to Jiggalag. As a priest of order, I'll be safe. Your empire will crumble before the armies of order.
Wondering why I let her go, aren't you? I can see it in your face. Mostly in the eyes. I may take those from you when this is done. This has never happened before. The ruler of dementia turning traitor? Unprecedented. I've seen others defect, but never a duke. Maybe we're onto something here. We'll see how it plays out. It can't be worse than what's happened before. I do, I did, and I won't say it again. But that's enough about that. You're the ruler of Mania. Oh, just look at you. You're positively beaming. You now have the power to summon golden saints. They've always served the Duke of Mania. I think it's the bright colors. They just love 'em. And here is the Ring of Lordship, a symbol of your new station. Symbols are important. They carry weight in this realm, and others. You would be well served to remember that. She was right about that. I can feel it. In my bones. The little ones. The Grey March has swept the fringe. Aura gathers its forces there as we speak. And I hate when people gather forces in my fringe. You'll need to put an end to that. Stop them. My army should already be there, but I want you to see what you can do to help. If they continue to marshal their forces there, we won't be able to contain them. Make sure they can't. They'll get more and more active as the Grey March continues. If they've already taken the fringe, they must have one there already. I really hate those things.